Okay, so today we are going to start with the chapter or the topic, that is recursion. So what is a recursion? It is a part of the function chapter. Okay, now what is a recursion? Recursion means when function calls itself. Okay, now when we use recursion in the program, okay, it is used to call the functions inside its own body. Okay, so let us take the example of the recursion. So let us take the example of a function. A is a type of function. Okay, it is having some access specifier and a return type, and inside this a function we will again call the a function. So whenever this a function is called inside the body, when the compiler enters inside the body, again it will call the a function. So it is you can compare this with the loop, in the form of loop. So when function call itself is known as recursion. So a is a function and we are calling the a function inside the body of this a function is known as recursion. Now for understanding the recursion, we have to understand two types of cases. There are two types of cases in recursion. Two types of cases in recursion. First is the base case. Okay, now what is the base case? In base case of recursion, the output or the outcome is already known. So a case in which output or outcome is already known is known as base case. Already known is known as base case. Now let us take the example of a factorial program. Okay, now in factorial program you made a function header like this. So I have made one function named as factorial, who's having formal parameters as x. It will receive the value of x and it will return the value integer. So this is the function header we have made, and the name of the function is factorial. Now what is the base case in this function? If x equals to 0, because user can send value of x as 0 also, and if x is equals to 1, because user can send 1 also, then it will return 1, because factorial of 0 and factorial of 1 is 1. So this is known as the base case. Why it is known as the base case? Because we already know that the programmer already knows that if value of x is 0, it will always return 1, and if value of x is 1, it will always return 1. So in this way we can predict the outcome. Okay, we have already known the outcome, because if this if condition will run, it will return 1 only to its calling function. So this is known as the base case. Second is the recursive case. Okay, now what is the recursive case? Recursive case is the case in which recursion takes place, or the recursive function that we will write in the Java statement. Okay, now this case contains the recursive function. Now again, let us take the example of the factorial program. In that we will use this type of statement. Suppose I have taken the variable as fact is equals to, suppose the variable I have received is x into name of the function and x minus 1. So this is the recursive way, because inside the factorial function you will again call this factorial function, okay, and with the value that is received in x and minus 1. So again this factorial function will work. It will call itself, okay, whenever you pass the value of x, it will be decremented by 1, and again the factorial function runs. So this is known as the recursive function or the recursive case. Okay, recursive case is also known as the inductive case. Okay, so this is all about the recursion. Okay, so recursion means when function call itself is known as a recursion. There are two types of cases: base case and recursive case. Base case whose output is already been known to the programmer, and recursive case means this contains the part that contains the recursive function. Okay, so these are the two cases of recursion. Now let us make the program of a recursion, a demonstrative program. Okay, so open BlueJ. So we will make a demonstrative program of calculating the factorial of a number. So you will write the program name, program to find factorial by recursion. Okay, now what you have to do, first you have to import. Okay, or you can simply make the function, but we have to make the complete program. So I'm including the IO package. After this you will give the class name, public class name I will give factorial underscore recursion. Next, what you have to make, you have to make the recursive function first. Now what is the recursive function? It will return an integer value. The recursive function I will make as the fact, that is the called function which receives the value x. Now inside it I will make first the base case, also known as the stop case. Okay, now what is the base case? If x is equals to 0 you receive, or if x is equals to 1 you receive, it will return always 1. Okay, so this is, we have created is the base case, the case whose output is already known, and the case at which the function stop executing and it will return the final value. Okay, now else, inside the else you will again return the value that is returned by some doing calculations. So x into, again you will call the fact function. In this you will decrement the value, because again you have to call the fact function with different values, that is a decremented value, because our logic is to calculate the factorial of a number. Suppose you have taken the value of x is 5. So first the fact function will receive the value 5 from the calling function. Okay, and when this again function is called inside the body, when the else part executed, it will call the function with the value 5 minus 1, that is 4. Again the else part will be executed, 4 minus 1, fact will be again called with the value 3. So in this way you will calculate the factorial of 5 if you receive 5 in the called function fact as a formal parameter. Now else part will be closed and this recursive function fact is closed. Okay, now next is we will make the calling function, that is public static void main. Main is will become the calling function string args, because we have used the IO package. So you have to write throws IO exception class. Next, what you have to do? You have to write the two class name. Input stream reader in equals to new input stream reader system dot in. Whenever you write any Java program, you have to be very careful while writing the syntax. So because we have to take input from the user, you have to include one package, and that package we have included in this program is IO package. So that for that you have to put the class name properly with their proper cases also. Then first you have to write input stream reader class, then buffered reader class, whose output you can make anything, or suppose buffer data class I've made an different object. Now it's obj, then new keyword, then again buffered reader, and in. You have to pass the input stream object. Now these two classes are connected with the object. As I've already told you, you can make any object of buffer reader, and we will use the object of buffer reader in the program. Okay, we don't use every time in, we don't use every time read. You can create your own object. Now how you will start the program? First you have to tell the user that you have to input any value for calculating the factorial. For calculating the factorial. Next is take an integer variable num equals to integer dot parse in dot read line function, not in dot read line. Now here your buffer reader object is obj, so you will write obj dot read line. Now what is the procedure for calling the functions? The procedure for calling the function is to create the object first, and with the help of object you will call the function. Now what is the class name? So you can copy the class name in the BlueJ. So first you have to create the object of the class. As we know, the objects are created with the name of the class. Suppose the object I've created is fr equals to, okay, you will write the class name. This is the default constructor. Then you will call the function fact with the value that is entered by the user in num. Now because it is a factorial function and it will return, and what type of value it will be returned? It return an integer type value. So in the calling function you require one integer variable that is used to store the outcome or the answer of the recursive function. Okay, now next, after receiving the value from the called function, that is a recursive, you have to display the result by using the value of the ans variable that you have used for storing the return value from the fact function. So factorial of, you can write the value of num also. So factorial of little bit space is little bit space, then after you will write is equals to, then we will print the value of ans. Now we will close the main function, and at the last the class will be closed. After this you will compile the program, so no syntax error will come. Close it or minimize it. Go to this main function, click on OK. The terminal window will open. Now you have to enter any value for calculating the factor. Suppose I enter value 5. Now as soon as I print the enter, it will print you the value factorial of 5, that is 120. So in this way you can create any recursive function. It is a very simple basic example for understanding the recursion. The main thing is you have to be very aware about the base case and the recursive case. Okay, so what is the base case here? Because base case is also known as the stopping case. Okay, so if when this base case is executed, the recursion will stop running because it will return the final value, that is 1. But this base case, whenever is executed, it will return the value to its calling function, because in recursion what happens, because the function is called inside the body of function, so whenever the value will be returned by the base case, it will return to its calling function, that is above it. Okay, above it means the previous calling function, then it will return the value to its previous calling function, then it will return the value. So in a chain like structure, recursion takes place. Okay, and finally call this case, the final value will be returned to the calling function, that is the main function, and the final value will be stored in the answer. So this is all about the recursion that we have to have study. So this is the basic program. I want this everyone to go through this. I hope you understand this program.